Hello YouTube, it's your boy Nathan coming to you to do another recap video. Today we are talking 90 Day Fiancé Happily Ever After Season 8 Episode 4, The Boy Who Cried Divorce. So yeah, we're just going to get on to it. I'm tight on time, so not much went down on this episode, but the main focus was shifted to this goofy couple, Ashley and Manuel. So in this episode, we see Ashley and Manuel go to a Catholic church, go to mass basically, and everything. And Ashley, with doing her little witchy stuff, like doesn't really go to church or anything. She does her own little weird witch stuff or whatever. So they go to a mass, and after mass, one of the deacons comes and talks to them. And the deacon, he speaks a little bit of Spanish, so he knows a little bit about Manuel and him being from Ecuador and stuff. And he actually told him that she's a witch and she's does basically witch stuff basically. And so he had a look on his face. He's like, oh. He was shocked, and he did that, and he said, that kind of stuff is pretty much frowned upon in the Christian faith and everything, but basically you do you and everything. So later, Ashley and Manuel decided to take they're going on a trip they planned on going to a trip to New York to see Manuel's family and stuff and everything. So they're in the car getting ready to go. Manuel's goofy self says that we're going to Newark instead of New York. He thought Newark was in New York, and they're really supposed to be going to Newark, New Jersey. So Ashley's all shocked. I'm like, we're going to Newark, not New York. We had planned everything in New York, and we're not even going to New York now. We're going to Newark, New Jersey. Yeah. I mean, I'm glad they caught that when they did, because that would have been bad. So I don't know. They're weird. They are weird. Ashley's getting on my nerves. Manuel don't know what the heck he's doing. It's just they're weird. I'm sorry. We're moving on. Next couple I want to talk is Rob and Sophie. So, Rob and Sophie, they've been back battling back and forth and everything. Now, this episode, Sophie's with her girls, and they're at a little pool party and stuff. And they invite Rob, and because we're supposed to meet Sophie's little boyfriend from England that's traveling to see her and stuff. And Rob has reservations on that. So, Rob comes in, he's talking to the girls and stuff. As soon as he started talking to the girls, then the dude comes in. His name is Callum. Callum comes in, and Rob was just like, wow, he is hot. So Rob is, taken aback and everything. And then, Callum, shakes hands with everybody. And then him and Sophie just started talking and talk about their time in Portugal, basically, and everything. And he said that they are each other's wingmen, basically, and stuff. And then Sophie accidentally spit out that her and this Callum dude used to date. Now, the issue is not the fact that they dated, it's the fact that she did not tell Rob that. Now, if it was the other way around, Sophie would be having a fit. Now, the thing is that Rob got upset. He's not mad that they used to date. He's mad at the fact that Sophie didn't tell him. And Sophie's excuse, me and Callum didn't do nothing. I don't really consider him an ex, blah, blah, blah. He's still a freaking ex. I mean, she could try to sugarcoat that all she want, but he's still a freaking ex. So Rob gets up and says he's going to the bathroom. He comes back and says, Sophie, can I talk to you? And that's where we left off. And I just think that, all these the problems that they're having now is Rob online cheating, this and that. And yet Sophie is, you bring this guy in to meet. And I just, I don't understand, and we see this a lot on 90 Day Fiancé. Why do we have to be around an ex all the time? Why do we have to be around the ex? The ex, you know, in my opinion, the ex always wins. Like, an ex always wins. And I don't understand why some of these people on the show want to rub their ex into their husband's faces and stuff. It's just ridiculous. So Rob is trying to do better, try to fix his marriage, and now when it seems like they're going to try to get it going, Sophie brings in this guy to further complicate things. Makes no sense. So yeah, we're moving on. Next couple I want to talk is Gina and Jasmine. So Gina and Jasmine. So Jasmine and Gina's cousin's wife went to a UPS store because Jasmine wanted to send some things to her kids back in Panama. And they talk, and Jasmine's just really upset and depressed now that, that Gina made that mistake and everything. And, the irony of this scene was the fact that they were just having a big therapy session in the UPS store. It was a little weird, but okay. But, Gina's, cousins, think that, do see Jasmine's point of view in this and everything, because he should have put the kids down on the application. And Jasmine, she should have, instead of paying all that money for all that plastic surgery, she should have been more in tune with that and stuff. But she's really depressed and wants to go back to Panama. So later we see Gino with his cousin Dana, and they're talking, and he's like, Jasmine is really, really considering going back to Panama. And Gino was like, well, every time we fight, she always says that. But he was like, yeah, but this time it's a little bit different, Gino. You really made a mistake, and you really got to do better, basically, with that and stuff. So he's like, yeah, I know. But he keeps saying, well, she should take responsibility too. But it doesn't matter, Gina. If you're not going to get a lawyer and stuff, you need to really figure out how to get her kids over here, because it's just not looking good. It's really not looking good. So he's thinking about it. So then later we see Gina and Jasmine go to their wedding photographer. They finally got their wedding pictures back. And she's looking through the pictures, and, it starts out okay. And then all of a sudden, Jasmine just has a breakdown and just leaves the studio and just crying, saying that I want to go back to Panama. I want a divorce. I don't want to be here with Gina no more. The typicals and stuff. So, yeah, I always felt like Jasmine's over dramatic, but I do feel for her in this particular case. But at the same time, I have my reasons. She really misses her kids and stuff. And Gina should really, really make that a priority. Jasmine said the perfect life would be her kids, her dog, and Gina all together. She said that would be the perfect life. And I actually felt that. I really felt that for her. So really hope they figure that out. So that was Gina and Jasmine. Next couple I want to talk is Ed and Liz. So Ed and Liz are having the 4th of July party. And, basically Liz's mom, they had all their families there. And we finally got to see Ed's mom again, Norma. I'm glad he said her and Liz are getting along and stuff at the moment and everything. And Liz's mom wanted to talk to Ed about her concerns. They talked, and, he said that, there's just, Liz is this young girl that likes me and stuff and everything. And, I know should you doubts and stuff, I really care for her. Reassured her that it was going to be okay. And Liz's mom, accepted that, basically. So that was basically it we seen out of Ed and Liz. So there was them. Next couple I want to talk is Emily and Kobe. So as we all know right now, Emily and Kobe are the power couple right now. We still got 3 more couples to see, but as we know, they're in Cameroon, and a bombshell was dropped last week that they need to have a second wedding. So in this episode, Kobe goes to the barbershop with his friends, and he talks about his life in America and stuff. And he mentioned a little bit about Emily's bossiness, but he told his friends that he loves his life in America. We have kids. I'm not gonna bring them to Cameron at this time and stuff and everything. And his friends was like, okay, but African men are known to be like, the wife has to be submissive and stuff and everything. And we heard stories about white women in America and all that and stuff. And I wish they would quit saying that, because his friends are really starting to irritate me with that. Oh, I heard what white women in America do. White women in America are not that bad as they seem, as it seems for them. I want to say that right. I can't stand when people pull the race card, and I understand they're narrow-minded in other countries than they are here, but still, I wish they would quit saying that, because it's really irritating me. It's offensive, and it'll be offensive to Emily. So later, Kobe goes back and tells Emily about the conversation, and she's like, you're making a big fuss out of this, like, for what? Like, you never had these concerns and everything. And he was like, well, I defended you. And she was like, as you should, because I'm your wife, basically. And as he should, So I do give props for Kobe for defending Emily's honor in that conversation, but I do get tired of them just saying, oh, white American woman. It's really getting on my nerves. So that was just that. Emily and Kobe, they went on a date to this restaurant. They tried some like chicken like on a stick and stuff, and had some onions on it, and it didn't look good, but it was whatever. So that was Emily and Kobe. And the last couple I want to talk is Nicole and Mahood. So last week at the end, we saw Nicole and Mahood look at this woman that was wearing a hijab basically. And Nicole got an attitude with him because he thought he was looking at her and blah blah blah. And Mahood said in this episode, what? I was just happy to see somebody like a Muslim girl like here in America, because I'm not seeing that much right now. So I wasn't looking at her just to wanting to be with her, just like, oh, there's somebody here like me and stuff. So they're battling back and forth from that, and then Mahood goes back to what Nicole's wearing all the time, and they're back to battling that. He said he claims that he has tried to basically meet Nicole halfway, and said that he's not too bad like with what she's wearing. Back then he wouldn't allow her to wear short sleeve shirts, and now he's allowing that, but he still is uncomfortable with it. So later Nicole decides hey, me and my friends want to meet up with you, meet up with my friends, need to go out and just have a good time, go out to eat, and meet some of my friends because they want to meet you. He agreed to that at start, but then Nicole was wearing something that had like a little back piece showing. And once again, Mahood, being his typical Mahood self, gets an attitude and starts pouting like a 2-year-old and doesn't like what she's wearing. And they get into an argument about it, and now he's not going to meet her friends. She gave him plenty of chances, do you want to come or not? He's like, no. Is it because of what I'm wearing? He's like, yes. And and he just keeps crying about it and threatening divorce. If we don't do this, we're going to get divorced. Every time they get into a fight, he threatens divorce. And it's just so annoying. I don't really understand what Nicole sees in him. I really don't. And, obviously the rumors about him being arrested after filming with domestic violence with Nicole, just really sums it up, basically. I cannot stand Mahood. And he's just a crybaby. And Nicole, and I'll admit, Nicole sometimes is a little pushing his buttons a little bit, like she did last week. But but still, like, you knew what he's like, and you think just because he moved, he's now in America, he's still gonna be the same Mahout that he was in Egypt and stuff. So that's just that. That's just my opinion, but it's these couples, all right. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. We still haven't seen Pat and Thais yet. Angela and Michael, or Lauren and Alexi, they are coming and stuff. Next week, we'll finally see Patrick and Thais. So I'm anxious to see their journey because I'm really sick and tired of Ashley and Manuel, Robin, Sophie, and Gina and Jasmine. I'm sick of them, including Nicole and Mahout, but mostly the other three. I'm sick of them. We just got off with them with 90 Day Fiancé, and they're taking over Happily Ever After right now, and it's just annoying. So I can't wait to see the other three couples so we can knock those three out. Anyway, guys, that is the end of my review. I'll be back on tomorrow to recap the Single Life Tell-All Part 4. It was a good one. I can't wait for Part 5 of it. It's going to be great, so be on the lookout for that. But thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see y'all again soon. Bye, y'all.